I'd like now to move this rectangle, which represents a 400mm paving brick, into position, and I want to set a row of them through here, and maybe a row through there and another row through there, leaving a bit of space on this side. And I might well have to move some of these out of the way in a moment, but that's part of design work, isn't it? So let's see how we might move it. What I have done though is click here and pick grid style, and I've set 500mm for my grid and turned my grid on. I'm showing the grid. So these dots now represent 500mm. The reason for that is I'm going to move this into position and then copy it down. Let's demonstrate. So if we click on here and we go copy, it's asking us for a base point. So we'll pick the grip in the middle of that rectangle and position our rectangle like so. I hope it won't jump through there. If it does, we can go edit and object snap off and now come back in through here. So that's a convenient way of turning your snap off in the middle of a command. Remember, we want some space here to do some planting of mondo grasses, so I'm just able to position these by eye, but I'm getting a 20mm gap effectively between these, and I'm using my grid points as an aid. I'm also using polar tracking as an aid, and you can see I've put my little set. I can now erase that one, and let's zoom out a little. I have my group of planting with a 20mm gap. Now if I decide that I want to position those differently, and I may well do, I can easily wrap a box around those. Whoops, we've managed to select the other trees, haven't we? So if we go from this, whoops, again, we might have to zoom in a little and try clicking from there down to there. This time we got the group that we wanted. Right click and move, and we'll pick in the middle here and move them up into position, and I'll zoom out. I'm happy with that as a view, grouping those paving bricks around there. Now we have to pick up our little mondo grasses and reflect them through the paving in that area. What I hope you've seen there is the use of the rectangle command, the use of the grid. We can turn the grid off with the F7 key. It's now disappeared, and although I've miscued a little down here with this one, haven't I can easily move it up and line things up. I think I must have my snap on. No, it's not on. Move it into position there. So I need to be zoomed in a little better in order to carefully move that down into position. That's better. So you can just do some minor adjustments at that point. These need to be hatched, and maybe that's the next command we look at.